Donald Trump had another one of those moments, another cognitive bomb, and it was not a good one. Donald Trump at yesterday's joint event trying to introduce the president of Finland, and he doesn't know where he is, or he doesn't know what he looks like, or he is so egomaniacally self-centered that he didn't even think to look around and say, who's around me? So I'm going to play the clip. This is another one of these moments where Trump is looking around for someone. In this case, it's President Stubb of Finland. The guy is right in front of Trump. I'll show you how close they were sitting in a moment. Trump doesn't know where he is. We've seen this before.
President Stubb of Finland, and he's somebody that, where are we here? Huh? Where? I'm right here. Oh. You look better than I've ever seen you look.
So Trump looks around. Where are you? He's looking to his right in the distance. He's looking to his left in the distance. But President Stubb was not across the room. He wasn't hidden in the crowd. He's right there, 3 feet from Donald Trump, right across from him. We've got the still shot of it. Trump looking around in confusion. Stubb sitting a few feet away, like, do you need me to wave my arms? Here I am, here I am. This is not the first time that this has happened. This happens to Trump all the time. Now you may say, well, maybe he's less familiar with President Stubb, or remember this moment where Rudy Giuliani was sitting 2 feet away from Trump across the table, and Trump's looking around. Where's Rudy?
And Rudy's very much of an expert on cybersecurity. It's been a very important thing to him and to what he does. And maybe I'll ask Rudy to say a few words.
Well, thank you very, very much, Mr. President. First of all, congratulations on what is in fact a historic.
And as you can see, Trump looking around, but here's Giuliani, right? I mean, I don't know how you missed the guy. He's sitting 3 feet across the table from Donald Trump. So listen, there's a couple possibilities here. At some point, you have to ask, how many of these moments does it take before we can stop pretending this is just Trump being Trump? Because if Joe Biden had had this exchange, Fox News would have it on a loop 24/7 under the headline cognitive collapse. But it's Donald Trump and he's a showman or something. Doesn't make any sense. But I do want to broach another possibility. Is it conceivable that Trump is so self-centered, so self-absorbed, so egomaniacally narcissistic, as I said earlier, that he sits down and he doesn't even look at who's around him? In other words, normal people get to a table and you go, who's to my right? Who's to my left? Who's across from me? But is Trump so much in his own world that he just comes in and sits down and doesn't even look and just is handed a paper and that's it? Is that a possibility here? Is this a cognitive crash, or is this malignant, egomaniacal narcissism? I want to hear from you. info@davidpakman.com. We'll have more about the Putin and Zelensky summits on my Substack, which you can find at substack.davidpakman.com. Your personal data is everywhere and you might not even know. People search sites and data brokers are quietly publishing your name, address, phone number, even things like property records, political views. It is not just creepy, it's dangerous because scammers and fraudsters and shady marketers can use this information every day. Our sponsor, Incogni, solves the problem for you. Incogni contacts the data broker sites on your behalf and forces them to delete your data. The data brokers are legally obligated to comply, and Incogni handles the entire process for you. Incogni is now taking this even further with their custom removals feature included in the unlimited plan. They've got their 250 plus sites where removal is automated, but if you find your information anywhere else, you can custom submit that and they will have it removed manually. This is serious protection. Using Incogni can cut way down on the spam calls and the messages that you get. Fewer risks, more control over your identity. Try it risk-free for 30 days and get 60% off an annual plan when you go to incogni.com/Pakman. The link is in the description.